for joining me here today. It is honestly such an exciting day for me. This has been a long time coming, for years. I have always wanted to do this, but honestly never really had the courage, but I always have had a calling. So hopefully whoever finds this today, this message is for you, and you remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest. Before I start, I do want to put it out there that I do believe in God, and I will be starting us off with a prayer. Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus, acknowledging your power and sovereignty. I pray for your divine protection over me and my loved ones. Surround us with your angels and create a hedge of safety around us. Guard us from the harm both seen and unseen, and keep us secure in your loving care. I trust in your promise that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. Also, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a lot of the content creators I've been listening to probably over the course of the last 3, 5, 6 years. Brittany the Intuitive Wifey, Intuitive D11, Awakened Soul 9999, Food for Thought, Intuitive Kev, Through Lynn's Eyes, Soul's Whispers Tarot, Julissa's Messages, Oracle Bay 444, Intuitive Goddess 333, and Saving Grace 999. So if you are familiar with some of those readers, just know that I really resonate with them, and I have taken a lot of messages from them over the years and believe in their guidance as well. So if you're looking for anyone else who could possibly give you messages, I definitely recommend checking out those guys and girls. Theys, anything, I don't know. But yeah, they're amazing, and it's honestly why I'm here today, doing this. I really love what God has given me the power to do and really help the people around me. Before I get into the message, I'll just briefly go over me. My name is Skylar. I live in Wisconsin. My name on YouTube is Divine Sky. Bear with me, this is my first video ever. I'm still getting used to it. I'm sure you'll see me get better at this as I continue. But I honestly feel like I have always resonated with the name Lightworker. I'm a CNC lathe machinist. I was in the system. I come from a broken home. Everything around me I did myself. My spiritual journey has really put me on the path of forward movement and has opened the doors to a lot of things for me. And I feel like I could really help a lot of people, so please like, comment, share, subscribe, because I am new at this. I pretty much have been taking the last few weeks and making my own deck. This includes all the tarot cards. This includes prayers, words of affirmation, just messages from spirit, etc. Really whatever was calling to me, because I'm not very experienced at shuffling. I might just do half and half, if that's okay. I hope. And if you guys have any advice or anything. This is just strictly a love reading from your person, what they're feeling right now, what they're thinking. I'm not a very good shuffler either, but it's okay. And I will be pulling reversals. They are on my cards, but I will be giving the benefit of doubt for all cards and flipping them myself. I did see Julissa do that, and I really like that. Okay, it seems like that's the only messages that are coming out right now. I'm gonna pull. Whew. This is a lot, so I'm gonna put it back in and see which one Spirit really wants me to pull out. Spirit, please give me one card, please. I got one card. Okay. Alright. Spirit, how is our person feeling about us today? What are they thinking? What's on their mind? I'm gonna take this one just because it felt like that needed to come out. Sorry, it's taking me so long to shuffle. This is my first reading. Spirit is definitely making me fight for it a little bit. That is okay though. Tell me if you guys like when people shuffle on camera. I personally just wanted to do this the first time. Take this one. Just because it seemed right. I don't know. Just gonna, I want a lot of cards. I did look at that. I'm gonna take it. Something told me to just okay, I'm gonna start with these and I'm just gonna see what I get. So these two both came out. I knew it. Hold on. I'm gonna lose you. Oh. So that one came out right side up. Right side up. So we have no reversals yet. I'm just gonna start with these. I'm gonna organize them a little bit because they are kind of mixed up. That's not gonna work, my OCD. Okay. So, to start out, I have Radio by Lana Del Rey. Baby, I'm playing on the radio. Oh, I did put lyrics on it. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. like a dream I'm living in. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. How do you like me now? Alright. And then sides of me. I ain't trying to see the other sides of me. If I keep those up, no, I'm gonna end up alone. I don't even want another 10 on my phone. Okay, so right away from these, obviously Lana Del Rey. Every time I play this song, it's kind of like post breakup, like because I like to sing, and I kind of feel like that bitch when I listen to this song. So honestly, I kind of feel like maybe that's how you're feeling. It honestly is like a different type of heartbreak, though. I wouldn't say like maybe in the past you were really emotional about it, and right now you're just kind of living it, you know, and it is what it is. There isn't anyone else who can hurt me. You know, I've already been hurt before, so I'm just gonna focus on me. Same thing with this song, The Sides of Me by, I never know how to pronounce his name, Masego. I'm just a fake blonde. Don't judge me. But the same thing, like when I went through a really nasty breakup, I listened to this song a lot because honestly, I was feeling like I've been through this before. I know myself. I don't want you to put me in a place I don't want to be. I don't want you to see the sides of me that I'm trying to hide, type of thing, you know. It's a really good song. I love this song. All right, and then for the messages, wish they never screwed you over. So I think maybe because you're in this energy, they're realizing that maybe you weren't who they thought you were, and maybe you aren't reacting the way you used to, and it's a little hard for you, but you can see why reacting this way this time is working in your advantage. I have take a vacation, self-care. So maybe you're planning like a girls trip, taking a vacation, visiting family that's out of state, visiting friends who moved out of state, taking time off of work. I did that like a week ago. I literally just took a whole week off of work, all of my vacation time, because everyone was leaving the state and I wasn't, and I was like, screw it, you know, I need a break. I didn't even really do much, but I still got paid for it. I'm not stressing about anything, you know. And if you take a vacation, take an all-inclusive vacation. I promise you. Oh my gosh, I went to the Dominican Republic once on an all-inclusive vacation, and I met some locals and like crashed a vacation home and drank some mama huasca. I think I pronounced that right. And just did some crazy stuff that I had the time of my life. Like, take a vacation whenever you can. Even going to Florida ain't that expensive. Like, if you can manage to save like $1,000, which I can't save for shit, so hopefully you can. Repeating karmic cycles in debt. So maybe you were their test and maybe they blew it. And I think they're starting to realize that, like, they're going out with other people and, you know, collective energy just, it's powerful. People get in our energy, and I deal with this all the time too. Excuse me. Oh, that's good. I need a vape break too, I'm sorry. Whew. No, I do remember what I was saying. Yeah, they're gonna hate me. I'm probably the only reader who's gotta take vape breaks. But I know, like, I like when I get a whole, like, raw video, so. All right. So what I was saying is, I've noticed this too between a lot of people, but when they get in my energy, especially men, I'm like super independent. I'm sure you are too. When they get in my energy, they start to feed off of it a little bit. No matter how spiritual they are, I sense this because they get happier, things start lining up in their life. Whatever, they feel more confident because I'm in their energy. And they think that it's them that, you know, it kind of goes to their head. And I see this happen. And people will pull back away from me to, like, prove a point or whatever. And someone will come in and swoop in. And, you know, then by that time my energy is worn off. And they realize that I was the one who's given it to them all along. So then they're trying to make their way back in. But I am impatient. I'm a Leo. My birthday is July 28th. I don't have time to wait. Like, if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to prove it, boy, because girls like me don't just come around, you know. I just cook me a whole meal. All right, so let's get into the tarot. I have the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Tower, the Chariot, Three of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. And they all came right side up. So first we have the Queen of Pentacles. Right side up is generous, caring, nurturing, your homebody, good business sense, practical, comforting, welcoming, sensible, and luxurious. I need to put the definitions on the back, and that's why I wrote my own cards, because I want to make sure that the messages I'm giving out are correct. Six of Wands, we have success, victory, triumph, rewards, recognition, praise, acclaim, and pride. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. And the Six of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. The Tower, upright, disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. This is Mars, fire. The Chariot, upwards is success, ambition, determination. Excuse me. Willpower, control, self-discipline, and focus. This is Cancer energy and water. Those are just there for reference. The Three of Cups. We have friendship, community, gathering, celebrations, group events, social events. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water energy. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Upwards, we have practical, again, reliable, efficient, slow and steady, hardworking, committed, patient, and conservative. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth energy. Oh. So it seems like I'm bouncing between energies because I have generous caring, success, victory, disaster, destruction, success, ambition, friendship, community, and then committed, patience. So we have a lot of success coming in. I'm just gonna separate the good ones from the, so wow, we only have one negative card out here. So it seems like your person might be focusing on their success. Celebrating socially, celebrating something, getting rewarded, praise. So maybe I'm getting like, maybe they do something. Like I just am seeing an athlete. Maybe that's a message for a certain person. Like maybe it's been a long time coming, or a business. Like you've invested a lot of time, or your person has invested a lot of time in their business, and yeah, they have a lot of self-discipline, focus. So I'm getting like entrepreneur, or maybe going back to college. Because these are all just like luxury. Like maybe they're really focused on you and how you're comforting, sensible, welcoming, nurturing. This is helping them triumph to victory. I'm seeing steady. Like steady is really popping out to me. Like they're not really gonna struggle like getting this off the ground, whatever it may be, because they're ambitious, they're determined, they're focused. There is a disaster, destruction, upheaval, but it says trauma. So I don't necessarily think maybe it's between you two. It's just like interpersonal, sudden change, chaos. Like maybe as the seasons are changing, or maybe there's something that comes up that triggers them and kind of sets them back a little bit. But I don't think maybe business-wise, maybe just on a relationship aspect. Like I think you are probably one of their biggest motivations, or like things working for what they want has gotten easier since you've came around. And so this trauma maybe putting up barriers in your relationship is really kind of getting to their head because they feel like they're pushing you away and they might lose you. I think you guys both maybe are kind of fresh out of relationships with these songs, and wish they never screwed you over. Take a vacation, repeating karmic cycles and debt. Seems like maybe you guys both have some past relationship stuff you need to heal. I'm not getting any like third party energy at all. More just like anger. And it's been kind of hard for your person to figure out how to express it, because I feel like you are one of the few things that truly bring them joy. So you honestly in your relationship could really determine their headspace, and that's something they're trying to work on, because that type of pressure is not going to be good for the long term of your relationship and their business. I hope that makes sense. Patient and committed really popped out to me too. And I feel like maybe that's you. Like you truly believe that you and this person were meant to be together. So you understand that maybe this is just a rough point for them. Yep. I knew I made that card for a reason. Oh, too much spirit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my guy. Okay. I'm feeling called to pull that out. And this. All right. I'm going to clear some of these and get us some more cards out here. So I'm really trying to understand, I guess, where this reading is going. Maybe see if there's something I'm not picking up on quite yet, because it is my first reading. I feel like I might have to dig a little bit for this one. Oh, I guess I can. I didn't get any oracle cards. I'm surprised, honestly. Or tarot cards. Excuse me. Oops. taking that one. Spirit, if you want that one to come out, please. Make your way to the front. I hope you guys are okay with the headphones. I have a tendency to mumble. I'm a quiet cookie. Drop a cookie emoji down below if you made it this far. I know Brittany does that. Ah, good song. I want some more out of here. I just feel like I didn't get everything I needed. Exactly. Ooh. Alright, one more spirit. One more. There was one card that was just sticking out. One more spirit, please. Woo! She went fly. Oh, I literally was thinking about this card earlier, so it's crazy. I don't know which way. It's in reverse. In reverse. That was just a song. The moon. In reverse. Okay. So, first of all, I got another song. It is Orange Blossoms by Goldford. I love this song. Honestly, I heard this. Funny story about this song is I actually stole it from this girl I went on a date with, and I thought we hit it off, to be honest. I totally Shazammed this song because it was a vibe. And I don't know, I just worked like a 50-hour week, and we had gone out to the bar, and she had worked in like criminal defense, and I drank like a vodka cranberry, and I don't know if that was a red flag, but I saw her once more, and it just, I don't know, she was still looking for somebody, and like I said, I'm too impatient. Like, I'm ready to get married pretty much after like week 1, so get on my level. I'm crazy. But this is by far an amazing song. It's amazing. The deeper I go, the more I fight. I'm just fruit here on this vine, falling peaceful, falling perfectly in time today. Or did I fall too deep in my metaphor? Looking at the reason and a metaphor. I got orange blossoms in the air right now. It's by a man named Goldford. Orange blossoms. Smell so sweet till they hit the ground. I won't save my breath for another day, 'cause the wind might come blow 'em all away. And there's orange blossoms in the air right now. The deeper I go, the more. Yeah, amazing song, Orange Blossoms. I'll put all the songs below. you know. So, some affirmations. We haven't had any yet. I possess the qualities I need to be successful. One more time. I possess the qualities I need to be successful. Amazing. Another one. I will honor my need to rest and recharge. One more time. I will honor my need to rest and recharge. Yeah, so maybe you just need rest. I'm sensing like a burnout. And that would make sense why earlier we said vacation, time off, getaway. Seems like someone's working really hard, and I don't blame you. I have a lot of bills too. It's awful out here. It's awful. Don't even get me started. I wish I could just sit here and complain about my bills for an hour. It's not fun at all. All right. I'm gonna read this prayer right away because we haven't had a prayer yet at all, and it's really sticking out to me. It's Psalms 37. Fret not yourself of evil doers. Trust in the Lord and do good. Delight yourself in the Lord. Fret not yourself, because soon the wicked will soon fade like grass. Delight yourself in the Lord. He will give you the desires of the heart. Yeah, so I remember when I was reading this, most of my prayers have like definitions of what the prayer means. This one doesn't. But I remember like fade like grass. The wicked will soon fade like grass. So I'm pretty sure this one is talking about how you really should just focus on yourself and focus on your prayer, focus on getting close to spirit, whatever you believe in. Delight yourself in the Lord and fret not yourself. So maybe stop being so hard on yourself, because the people who did you wrong, like, this is just such a small fraction of our lives. And the karmic cycles, I saw that earlier. Maybe you've been stuck in a karmic cycle for a little bit, and ever since the retrograde, maybe it's passing. Maybe you still got a little whiff of it, but excuse me, I truly believe that a huge shift in energy has happened. And if you feel like you've had a run for your money for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and everyone else is just, and there's another prayer I have in here that speaks about how you can't compare yourself to the rich, people who are successful, because those who compare themselves will never move from that position. Like, if you hold envy in your heart for those who are more successful than you, you need to heal that, because it's blocking what the Lord wants to give you, His blessings. Just believe that their money will fade, their time will fade. They will be taken care of. Nothing goes unseen, and some of us are just here to be messengers for other people. Like, I truly believe I was codependent and I had borderline personality disorder. And I actually reprogrammed my brain and overcame the borderline personality disorder. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah. It was really difficult though. Spirit just did not want me to share that, I guess. Alright. I'm just gonna move on. I'm not gonna even question it because I'll watch this back and be like, oh. But exactly, some things are just better left unsaid. Gut feeling. So either this person is really love struck over you, or they're feeling a little off. I'm kind of getting marriage from this though. Like, maybe they feel that they know you're going to be in their life forever. Like, they know you're not going anywhere. So maybe just they have this feeling that they should marry you, and between all this work stress and mental trauma, like, maybe that's what's triggering it. Maybe they had divorced parents, or, you know, saw a very toxic relationship, or have been in a really toxic relationship, or maybe they've been married before, you know, and they're just scared to go through that process again. But they also know you deserve it because you've supported them through everything. New pet or companion. Ooh. Go get a pet. Go get a companion. I have a cat. Maybe they're getting you a dog. Maybe they're getting you a dog, or you guys are thinking about adopting or fostering an animal together. Or maybe you have, and this is like, they see you with this animal and they know you're really good with it, and maybe you've been taking care of it, even though really it was more of their animal. And yeah, that's just kind of adding to the whole marriage thing. New job, career advance, or attending school. Yeah, so maybe one of you guys are advancing in your career, getting promoted, going back to school. Maybe you got a really nice scholarship. Maybe that burnout is coming from your job and just randomly you got offered a really good job. Some reason I just saw like a daycare teacher come in my head. I just saw like a lady like holding a kid. Maybe you have kids and you're thinking of working at a daycare to help like ease some of that financial debt off of your husband or your family. I need help. someone around you is seeking help. So I wrote this card. This is the one I said I wrote for a reason, because maybe that's where I was going. As someone who previously struggled for years with mental health, I wrote that card specifically thinking of that. Maybe there's someone around you who, personally me, like, I'm the mom of the group. I'm the one everyone calls. I'm the happy one. I'm the, like, critical thinker, you know. I kind of wrote that on, like, my behalf of those people who are always super bubbly and don't really have many people. Not a lot of people are checking in on them. Maybe they're first-time mothers, single moms. Check up on that person. Maybe take them out to eat. FaceTime them. Get outside. Do something. Try to figure out who that person is, because we never really know the depths of what people are going through. I say all the time, people always ask me, you know, coming from a broken home, how do you get through everything? Like, how do you do it? And granted, I am the select few that made it out alive with a good head on their shoulders. But I will say I did face a lot of challenges way before everyone else. So nowadays, I notice myself going through challenges a lot quicker than people around me. Or I see them in cycles that I broke years ago. And I don't even mean to toot my own horn, but although it kind of put me as an outcast in my younger years and whatever, I really see, like, how I use it to my advantage all the time, and how something that I might get over in 3 days could take another person 3 months or 3 years. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Like, even if from a practical view you have gone through more, maybe you're more resilient. And even though that's my neighbors, and even though you're more resilient and have gone through more things, whatever, don't be selfish enough to believe that because you've been through more, that your pain is deeper. Because, like I said, I could probably go and save somebody, you know, and from an overdose, and perform CPR. Sorry if that was a trigger warning. And perform CPR on them. And, you know, I could get up and walk away from it because I've been through some things, you know, that really strengthened me and that part of my brain. But some of these people who are grown adults and now just going through, like, really traumatic events, like, they've never dealt with things like that. And, like, to be an adult and be weak or be vulnerable or be sad and have all these responsibilities, just keep in mind that, especially if you resonate with the collective energy, we are given this power to help guide people out of the darkness, and really do that when you can, as much as possible, because although you are your top priority, maybe you are the only one who can really help these people and guide them, you know, the right way. the right way because you actually care about them and you don't want to see them fall deeper into a hole. All right. I have the moon in reverse. Fear, deception, anxiety, misunderstanding, misinterpretation, clarity, understanding. That scared me. Weird. Misunderstanding, misinterpretation, clarity, understanding. King of Wands reverse. Oh, that first one was Piscean water energy. Forceful, tyrant, vicious, powerless, ineffective, weak leader. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy and fire. Hermit in reverse. Loneliness, isolation, recluse, being antisocial, rejection, returning to society. Virgo and earth energy. Five of Wands. I think this was upright. Conflict, competition, arguments, aggression, tension, rivals, clash of ego. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire. Excuse me. This was really negative. So I'm getting, this person is scared because they misunderstood something and had a misinterpretation of you, maybe. And now they're having clarity and understanding. I think they are in competition with maybe someone from your past. This is causing a lot of arguments, underlying aggression, tension. And I think this person is kind of acting a little nasty. Because when I think of clashes of ego, I think like not really thinking before they talk and being kind of a hothead. Weak leader, forceful, vicious, powerless, ineffective. I kind of feel like maybe that has to do with work. Maybe, yeah, between the misunderstanding and the deception. It is causing loneliness, isolation. Your person is being antisocial. They're feeling rejected. They want to return to work. They want to return to maybe their friend group, their family, but maybe they're a little embarrassed with how they handled things. They're not really happy at work either. They're dealing with people who don't really treat them nicely, treat them like they're powerless. This competition and conflict too is just really getting to their head. I feel like I need more. Like, that's not enough. Tell me more, tell me more. Like, why? Whew. Why is this person feeling isolated or antisocial? What does it have to do with this person? My happiness comes within me. Whew. Wow. That honestly kind of freaked me out, how much that like flew out. So maybe they're realizing that they put too much pressure on you and maybe work. And they're realizing that their happiness comes within them, not you. Like, of course you make them happy, but they're a product of their own happiness. What is this person's next moves towards the collective? Holy smokies. Oh. 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 All right. I'm getting some messages now, guys. It's getting exciting. So, we have justice. Justice, karma, consequence, accountability, law, truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect. Whew. And we have honeymoon phase. In Psalm 25. Wow. A troubling situation involving enemies drove David to write Psalms 25. He needed God's guidance and sin in his life. If you feel like you've hit a dead end in life, use this prayer for God to help you find his path forward. Wow. So, yeah, it's pretty much saying that we need these obstacles in life so that God can help you find your path forward. You need his guidance and sin, and he needed God's guidance and sin in his life. I mean, God died for us to be sinners, you know. I feel like people have always been after this person or sent evil eye towards this person, and now that they're finally happy and content, they're hitting a dead end, and it's kind of making them crazy because I feel like they don't want this honeymoon phase to end, or maybe they're stuck in the honeymoon phase. So I really think maybe this person will be doing something for you, taking you out on a date, giving you flowers, door dashing you food, sending you a really nice text, doing something to take accountability and show integrity. They know that there's always going to be a repercussion to their actions if they take them negatively. So I think they're just kind of embodying that and taking the consequence and learning to not let it eat them alive, because all it's doing is making your relationship harder, and that's driving them crazy. They really need your help, just supporting them, making sure that they know that they are loved regardless of what they're going through. All right. Is there any messages you would like the collective to hear today? Any messages for the collective? Any messages for the collective, Spirit? Anything you want the collective to hear today? I'm going to take you. All right, one more, Spirit. Any messages specifically for the collective? Just one, Spirit, please. Any messages specifically for the collective? All right. All right. Collective. I'll start with the songs. We have You by Nate Traveler. I love this song. It is so cute. I really think your person feels this way about you here. You care for me when no one else is there for me. You provide air to breathe. I'll watch you restlessly. I wanna get it right. We're going up, down, backwards. I got 4 words for you now, so you can ease it, babe, so you can ease. It's 2:22 in the afternoon. 222. Maybe 222 is has been sticking out for you lately. You've been seeing it a lot. Static by Lacy. Would you like to be my girlfriend, baby? Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Something turned me off. Smoking made me 'cause I'm longing for something secure. If you had to shut your shiny fire, the top that fucker. Would you like to meet my girlfriend, baby? Something turned me off. I actually thought that said something turned me on, but it's something turned me off, and that's honestly why I put that song or those lyrics, because I thought that was crazy. Because I'm longing for something secure, so maybe this is a specific message for a specific collective. You're over it. You're longing for something secure. I did get deceptive energy earlier, so maybe you're dealing with a player. You're sick of the games. We did get that earlier with radio. I thought honestly it might be for someone who's fresh out of a relationship, but you could be going through that right now, honestly. That would make sense why we pulled that right away, and I'm closing with that. But then I have you. So I'm really feeling like you moved quickly. Like maybe you had a fling with somebody and you said, hey, like, I'm gonna put myself back out there. And this person didn't really believe you, like they kind of blew it off. And maybe you got snatched up pretty quickly, and now this person is in the sidelines like, what? You got snatched up? What about me? And you're like me. You're like, psh, honey, I don't have time to wait on you. I don't have time. My time is ticking. It is ticking fast. Fast as, So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Maybe you need to take some time out to really just heal from something. Go to a gun range. Go play some laser tag. Go get a massage. Go get your nails done. Go do some pottery. Go outside. Go make a baby. I don't know. Let it go though. Maybe let go of some of these people that that are holding on by a thread. Like, there's no need, especially if they don't really treat you the best. Like, it's time to disconnect. Even if you feel like you need to prove a point to these people, like, it's hurting you. It's hurting you. Protection, ritual, bath. Work on your healing in layers. Don't try to handle it all at once. Maybe deal with your emotional trauma or your physical trauma, and then deal with your emotional trauma with your family, and then, maybe like some sexual trauma if you have any, and then work on your abandonment wounds, and then work on your, embarrassment, and, work on it in layers. Don't just do one thing expecting it to heal everything. It isn't. Like, you need to meditate, you need to eat well, you need to go outside, you need to be with friends and family if you have it, and you need to do it all. If you're doing all those things and things still aren't going well for you, you need to see a doctor, you need to seek therapy. I'm not a doctor myself, but I know that if you're sleeping, if you're eating, if you're exercising, if you're around people if you're spending time outside and you're still feeling awful, go to a doctor, go get some therapy, go get medicated if you feel like that's what you need. They're all resources for a reason, because you only have you at the end of the day. Like, you are your main priority. I persevere. I'm relentless. I keep going. You are a warrior. You prosper through challenges, and that is one of your strongest suits. Like I said earlier, what some people might take 3 years to recover from, you could take 3 days, and that can push you so much further through your journey. Although maybe you don't have other resources as all these other people, you have that wisdom and that determination. Haters are lurking your page, wondering how you're doing it. I made this card specifically for this girl I know who is so jealous of me. She's been watching me since I was a kid. She stole from me. She had it out for me. And honestly, now she has genital herpes. So let me tell you, karma makes its way back around. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy, but it really goes to show, like, when you don't respect other people, how does the universe expect you to respect yourself? Typically you don't, and that's jealous people. I honestly thought she was really pretty too, like, growing up. In high school, she was the girl who kind of slept around, and she was kind of jealous of me because I was a tomboy and didn't really go that route. I honestly cut my hair to here in high school just because all my friends, like, they were kind of popular. They had this long, beautiful hair, and I knew how much they loved their hair, and all the boys loved their hair, and I was a late bloomer. I was popular, but I was wearing camo and yoga pants, and I never wore makeup, and yeah, I cut my hair just so my friends would leave me alone because it was already hard enough. And girls are relentless. Oh my god. So I feel like you have some haters. Maybe you're in your soft girl era, you're getting treated well by your partner, and a lot of these people who settle down or can't find love are jealous. They know that this is only a small portion of our lives, and they're scared what you're gonna get. And maybe they've been unactive. Like, maybe they're watching you and not posting themselves because they're struggling, and they can't even put up a front because they're struggling that bad right now. I don't know, that's a specific message that just came out of the blue. 7 of Cups in reverse. Excuse me. Lack of purpose, disarray, confusion, diversion, distractions, clarity, making choices. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, water energy. I feel like you maybe are lacking a little bit of purpose right now from the diversion, from the distractions, from making all these big boy, big girl choices. maybe you are thinking of going back to school because you dropped out and this is making you feel like a lack of purpose. Because even though you dropped out and maybe you are working, like there are even people who didn't go to school and are doing fairly better. And maybe for a while you thought you were doing well, but your bills kind of got bigger and your job isn't sustaining it like it used to. I'm kind of getting like serving energy, like maybe you're a bartender or server and you're going through a really slow season, or maybe you're getting screwed over a little bit, or maybe where you're working is cutting hours or losing business or in the hands of the wrong people. But I remember something Brittany said, and Brittany the intuitive wifey, I believe, or goddess, and she said that she got fired at one of her jobs once. I can't remember why, but she went through like 8 months of hell, and she wanted the job back, but she just knew like the management was awful. But like 8 months later, she'd gone through a whole bunch of shit, like a whole bunch of setbacks, whatever, learned all these lessons, and the job she wanted all along reached back out to her like a year later and said, hey, do you still want that job? And they had gotten rid of all the management, everyone, clean slate. And the first person they called back was her, which is one of the first people who got let go. So she really says like, well, if I would have gone through all that with that job, I would have lost that job anyway. So good thing they let me go. And in the end, I was still able to keep that job. You know, that just really stuck out for me. That's just a message I figured I'd pass forward. To not really question if you're feeling tired of your job, look for a new job. You don't want to crack one day and walk out and then be 3 weeks behind. You know, it's not the time to get behind. We can't afford to fall behind. The world's not set up to fall behind, and even if you are, don't dig yourself deeper. You know, grab yourself a ladder and start climbing the fuck out. So here we have the King of Pentacles. It says green, materialistic, wasteful, poor financial decisions, gambler, exploitive, possessive, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. So I feel like maybe you were dealing with someone who's greedy, materialistic, and wasteful. And maybe they put up a really good front, so you couldn't really see it until you were in too deep. And this maybe put you in a bad cycle for a while. And you didn't necessarily want to leave this person right away until you had seen enough. But by the time you had seen enough, you're already way too disgusted by what I think, like, once your feelings snapped off towards this person, you started to see them differently and see the ways they would manipulate you or gaslight you, or say you guys were arguing and they knew that you got worked up quickly, so they would just say things to throw you off track, because they know, like, when you're off track, it's hard for you to bring yourself back to square one. So they really found, I feel like they're the first person to ever really get into your head and manipulate you in a way you've never been manipulated before, like not the standard way. And maybe this is causing a kink in your new relationship because you've seen like the worst type of people, and maybe you never really have been in this soft girl era before. Maybe you've never really been treated right by anyone. So maybe your past and you not getting treated right by people honestly scares this person. Right, collective, I am so sorry. Sorry, the audio is gonna be different now too. My phone ended up dying in the middle of everything, but I still got the first message, and I'm just gonna finish this one up and close this reading out. I got a little carried away. So for the King of Pentacles, yeah, so I'm thinking that you saw this person from a new perspective once your feelings kind of turned off, and they're actually really possessive. Maybe they greedy, like maybe they were only in your life for like 3 to 6 months, and they felt like they had more control or more, like they felt like they were obligated to some of the things that you provided, like your money or your house or your car. Like they didn't know you for a long time and didn't treat you very well, didn't really take you out, didn't show you off, like maybe put up a front and kind of dangled you by a thread, dangling a carrot in front of a whatever that is. And I think you saying how selfish they were and how much they were gambling, like say they lost their job and when they were going through the process of getting a new job, they were like, oh, you know, that job wasn't paying enough, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna look for a new job, like, you know, and then 2 weeks go, oh, I applied for these jobs, but they don't want me, blah, 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 blah. Like, maybe they were always kind of feeding you things and asking for things, like feeling obligated to get your help through all this time. And if not, like, they would get explosive, possessive, maybe invasive, like make you uncomfortable, be like, oh, well, then I guess I'm stuck here. And I just feel, I don't know, I feel like you're healing from something very, very toxic and nasty. All right. Spirit, can I get a closing message for the collective? Closing message for the collective on my first reading. Whew, flipping all my cards around. Okay. Oppression, addiction, obsession, dependency, excess, powerlessness, limitations. Yeah. So I feel like the last thing that Spirit has to say is, you were oppressed. Someone had a dependency on you, and they were addicted to bad habits in excess, over excess, so much it probably flooded into every aspect of your life. Financial burden, emotional burden, physical burden. You know, I'm sure it was everything in the book. Now this person is powerless. They have limitations to their life. And I think maybe now they're realizing how good they had it with you. And maybe these are the people creeping. Like, maybe they really had bad intentions, but they did tell you about this after they walked away. They told you what their real intentions were, and this really set you back and really fucked with your head and is definitely getting in the way of your new relationship. But they wish they never did that, because they're getting more and more limitations. And I think maybe you were younger than them and at a way weaker point in your life. Maybe you didn't have kids and this person did. You had a nice car and this person had car issues. You had a house and this person was struggling trying to get a house, and you helped them. Because the devil upright, I feel like, is you, which is, or down is independence, freedom, revelation, release, reclaiming your power and reclaiming control. Capricorn, earth energy. You're free. And it's almost summertime, and new love is coming in. You're sick of dealing with people who are gambling your love, your light, what you have to offer. And you want security, because you're finally being protective over yourself, because no one was protective over you. Well, yeah, you're very ambitious. And this person is wasteful. They make poor financial decisions. And they just seem to gamble every good opportunity they have. Well, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, do the whole 9. I would love to give some more messages if you guys are interested. This is something that's been pulling on my soul forever. I can't even express. So I hope, honestly, in my opinion, it just sounded like a whole bunch of jibber jabber, but I really hope I help someone out there. And yeah, I do like making things too, so hopefully I can get this off the road and maybe make my own deck, or I want to make my own lighters and just like little things, because I like to make things homemade, like, so something that's in my means, you know, that has to do with what I do. So thank you again. If you'd like to donate to my channel or send me any merch, send me anything, reach out to me specifically at my email, and I will try to reach out to you as soon as possible. And if you would like to donate to my channel, please just donate to my Cashapp down below. Check out all the songs, and hopefully you'll see me in another video.